Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the next item up on my workbench, the Monogram iced tea designed by Tom Daniel. It's molded in yellow styrene. I've already made a start on it. I've got the body here coated in Rust-Oleum 2X white primer. There's the chrome trees, and I've got the engine put together and primed in Rust-Oleum gray primer, and the steering column and distributor and the pulley and belts are in black primer. So I'm off to begin the build. I'm going to have a little bit different design, something I've seen a few years ago on the internet, somebody else's build that I'm getting the ideas from. So stay tuned. Oh, and it comes with these clear styrene ice cubes. They'll be painted up to look like ice. I've painted the engine the red, apple red Craftsmart acrylic over dark gray primer to give it a deep red look, and I've stripped the chrome off the gas tanks so I can paint them to match the body. And I was also able to clean up a nasty seam with the file. I'm back again. It's Monday, May 23rd, and the power's been off for a couple of days. The big storm went through here on Saturday afternoon. Big thunderstorm ripped the branches off the trees and shingles off of the houses across the street. Our house is fine, we're fine, but the power was off from Saturday afternoon till Sunday evening, and here it's Monday morning. The power's on. We have no cable, internet, or phone yet, but back at the bench, and just let you see where I left off last Saturday morning, I guess. I got the tires and rims mounted, and I got the tires lettered. The axle and rear axle and drive shaft and that is together. I've painted the wood bed on the back of the chassis. I've installed the engine and painted the chassis in a royal blue, Craftsmart acrylic royal blue. So working on the body next, and the paint job on the body, and putting some of the drivetrain together. Okay, back again, and I've made a little more progress. I've painted the ice blocks with the metallic blue, with a light wash of that, and then dry brushed some Aztec pearl white just over the edges to get a sort of a frosty look. And I've attached the tongs. It was a bit of a challenge, and just glued those on there. So that's looking good. And I've got the running gear on the chassis. You saw that before. The engine's in. I got the exhaust pipes on. The rear end is in. The radial radius, what do they call them? Radius bars. That's all ready to go. Got the tail lights on there. And I did a little bit of work on the interior. Got the steering levers on and the gear shift. Painted up the dash a little bit there. The glove box. I'm trying to make it look cold and icy. Just did a dull coat over some white, craft white paint on the seat. And for the floor, what I did originally is I thinned out some of the metallic blue craft paint and brushed it on. It was quite watery and it went on quite thin. I was going to put more layers to make it darker, and I thought, I think I'll just leave it like that. It's sort of streaked with the white showing through, and I figured it looks more icy and more cold. So sort of a happy accident. I'm just going to leave it like that. So that'll just pop on there, and it's starting to take shape. I still have the body to do and the paint that I want paint scheme that I want, but it's coming along well. Like I said, I have the tires here and wheels ready to go, and they're all decorated up, and not too much left now. So here I am at the paint booth. I've got the body and the gas tanks masked off and ready for paint to get the effect that I want. For the body, I'm going to be using this Craftsmart Blue Ice Pearl. I'm going to airbrush that on the body and the gas tanks. Because the Blue Ice craft paint is a pearl, it has to go over a base. I wasn't sure whether to use silver or turquoise, so I tried each one on a spoon, and then I airbrushed the blue ice over top of that. I found out that the turquoise looks best as the base under the blue ice pearl, and decided to go with that. Okay, so here we are back in the paint booth. I've got the body and the gas tanks sprayed or airbrushed with Craft Smart Turquoise, Craft Acrylic. Now over that I'm going to add the Craft Smart Blue Ice Pearl. That'll give it that icy, sparkly shine. Okay, here's the result from the paint booth. The Craft Smart Blue Ice Pearl has been airbrushed onto the body and the gas tanks. I've begun taking the tape off. It's looking pretty good. I'll continue taking the tape off the rest and sealing everything up with Future. And I guess then we start buttoning things together.